Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm about to start this rewiring inside one of the shop, and we've come this morning. We've actually took all the cables out from the ceiling, all the old cables out, and there was a few other rings as well. So we took everything out, and I left the lights on because it's a bit dark in here. So I'll be taking these out as well as we're going along, and I'll be also wiring a feed for the aircon unit in the back. There's going to be two of them in the back, so with the IP isolator. Also, there's going to be a few rings here, so each wall is going to have its own ring, and also there's going to be a ring for the counter as well. And there's going to be about 28 panel lights in the ceiling, so we'll be running a feed for them as well, and some feed for the outside sign and the shutter. And also the consumer unit, I'll be changing that over to RCBO consumer unit with the SPD on it. So guys, so I'll show you what we've done so far. So we've actually cleared all the wiring from the ceiling. There's still a few left, but I'll be taking them out as I'm going along. It's a quite big shop, so we'll be taking all the old cables out. Also, we've got getting things ready. My helper is actually getting all the sockets and the back boxes ready for me. So what we'll be using is these metal clad sockets, and all the wires gonna be wired in this plastic trunking, the pipe trunking. So I'll be clipping them on. I've got my laser as well, so I'm gonna use the laser line to make it all straight. So there's gonna be a couple of sockets on this wall, because that's where the chillers and the fridge freezer is going to go on that side. And so all the wiring is going to be above the ceiling because of the shelves and stuff like on the wall, so we can't have it anywhere here. So on this side, basically I'll have one ring with about 6 sockets on this side. And also this is the back of the shop, which the counter is going to go somewhere there. So I'll be running a new ring, a separate ring for the counter alone. And also this side of the wall. So again, on that side, I'm going to have a separate ring as well. So I'm going to have 3 separate rings for the sockets. And also all the lights I'll be running on, basically it's going to have one switch because they want a key switch. So it's going to be a 20 amp, a key switch. So when they come in, and basically they just turn the key, all the light comes on, and then whenever they leave, they'll be basically turn the key off. And so that's where the front door is. So as they walk in, the basically key switch is going to go somewhere here. I'll be putting an emergency exit sign just above the door, and also a few emergency lights inside the shop as well. So, and also a fire alarm as well, interlinked fire alarm here. I'll be on a main. So basically we've got all the materials, we've got all the pipe, all the wires all set up now, we're ready to go. So this is the cable I'll be using for the aircon unit in the back. It's like an aircon unit, but it's for the chillers. So this is a 6mm cable I got, but I could do with a 4mm, but I went for only a small amount of difference in prices. And we've got 2 the rotary IP isolator for the back as well. So I'll be putting them in as well. And hopefully I'm going to get started. And this is the all the stuff that we took out the ceiling when we came in this morning. So there was a lot of stuff here, so old sockets and cables and all so on. Anyway guys, so what we'll do is we're going to get cracking, and hopefully I want to be here no more than 2 days and try and get it all done. Just an update on what we've done so far. I say this is the 3rd day working in this shop, and we've managed to finish off all the work today, and so we're about to tidy up and go now. So I was expecting it to be a 2 days job, working late night, but apparently the plan was changed, and then we're delayed one more day. So just came back today and I put the RCBO board in and done all my testing and done all the little bits and pieces and checked everywhere. So everything's working perfectly fine and it's all good now. So what we've done in them 2 days was when we first came in the day, I mean I had most of the materials with me and ordered the ceiling lights, which came the day after the first day. And so we managed to, on that first day, we managed to take all the old wire out. There was a lot of wires inside the ceiling, and also there was loads of other extensions and so on. So we managed to get rid of all this, and then we started fresh, took out all the switches and sockets and so on, because it was a big mess. They didn't even know what was what. So what we did was we ran the cable and we've done a few a few ring inside the shop. So this is the one of the ring. It'll be hidden above the ceiling. So we put a metal clad sockets with the pipe trunk in. And the original plan was the counter was going to be in the back of the shop, but the plan changed and it's going to be submerged just by the front door. So we had to adjust all our wiring on the day too. So what we've done here is, even though we've got the socket ring here above the ceiling, we had to add a feed for the counter, that grey box over there. That's on a 32 amp, so all the wire will run into that one. Because the counter's not here yet, I was told to leave a feed for that, so they can wire into this. And that's on a separate isolator. And there's another grey junction box there, which is for the lights for the counter. I mean, I was told behind the counter there's going to be a few light boxes. So I left a feed for that. And I say we had to run about, we had to do a few ring. So one's on that side of the wall and one in the back. And also we've done another one on this side, because that's where the chiller's going to go. So we've got one here, and there's about 7 on this row here, including the ones over there as well. There's also a few other sockets here in the middle. So there's one over there on top of that one, and one over there as well. We've also done some emergency lights. So there's a couple of emergency lights that we had to put in, as well as a running man fire exit. That's just by the front door. And there's a smoke alarm which is interlinked to the flat above. There's a flat above, so we had to link that to the flat above. And also there's another emergency light, and there's about 28 panel lights in the ceiling, which is controlled by one single switch. So when I did my wire calculations, I've done it accordingly. And also because this is the front door, and that's where the consumer unit is, and they want the switch here, so when they come in they can turn it on, and at the end of the night they can turn it off. So this is a light for the shop switch for the shop floor, and this is for the outside, and it's on a key. So this switch here, it's a 20 amp, both of them, the 20 amp switch. So when I do my calculation, it's perfectly fine. So what I've done in terms of the lights, because there's so many of them, I've done it in 3 rows, and this is the one of the junction I put in here. Same again on this side. I've done it. Sorry, just climbing the ladders. So it's same everywhere basically. So there's 3 rows of lights. I've done the same thing with all the lights here, and all the lights will basically run into this junction box here, and then the power feed comes in here, which controls the whole thing anyway. So guys, I say it's been a hectic few days, and I've been working late night. I had to, because I've got loads of workload, but it's all complete now. So just before you go, I want to show you the consumer unit I put in. So this is where the consumer unit is. So that's the consumer unit, RCBO board, which is BG 10 way, and I've just put that in today. So I'm just going to label it all, put the cover. So I've got the cover here, which is I'm going to put it in a bit before I go. And I say I've tried to do as neat as possible. So my feed comes in, and before I go, I'm going to put some clip and tie them back. It was a quite awkward place because you had to literally quite high up from the floor, and you had to stand on a ladder to get this done, on the space, because it's quite deep inside. But anyway, I managed to get it done. It's all working as it should. Anyway guys, so thank you for watching. Thank you.